Imagine being imprisoned for 27 years, not for murder, not for theft, but for believing that all human beings deserve to be free. Imagine a country where the color of your skin determined where you could live, who you could love, what job you could hold, and whether you could even walk freely on the streets of the land where you were born. For nearly 5 decades, South Africa became one of the world's most oppressive regimes, a nation built on the violent separation of races, enforced by laws so cruel they shocked the conscience of humanity. But this is not just a story of oppression. This is the story of one of history's greatest liberation movements, a decades-long struggle that would produce heroes, martyrs, underground networks, mass protests, international boycotts, and ultimately, victory. This is the story of how ordinary people fought an extraordinary evil. This is the story of the anti-apartheid movement. Welcome to Africa Hidden History. Today we uncover the full story of South Africa's anti-apartheid movement, a struggle that lasted nearly 50 years and changed the course of a nation. In this documentary, we will take you through the complete history of apartheid, from its origins in colonial racism to its institutionalization in 1948, through the dark years of brutal repression, the rise of resistance movements, the international campaign to isolate South Africa, and finally, the miraculous transition to democracy in 1994. You will meet the leaders who risked everything. Nelson Mandela, the lawyer turned revolutionary who became the world's most famous political prisoner. Steve Biko, the brilliant young activist who created the Black Consciousness movement. Oliver Tambo, who led the struggle from exile. Winnie Mandela, who kept the resistance alive while her husband was imprisoned. You will witness the Sharperville massacre, the Soweto uprising, the state of emergency, and the secret negotiations that nearly collapsed before they could succeed. But most importantly, you will understand how millions of ordinary South Africans, workers, students, clergy, musicians, and mothers stood up against one of the 20th century's most brutal systems and won. This is their story. This is history that must never be forgotten.